Hey Jake, right, I wanted to show you something on here. 1 minute. Right, so I built a new factory. I spent a couple of hours, well, maybe more than that, maybe 3 or 4 hours on this. So obviously the design is a bit ugly at the moment, but I haven't shown you that actually. There's like this color gun thing. Let me see if I've got it selected. Yeah. Oh, so I haven't got any ammo for it, but yeah, you can like paint everything, which is quite cool, especially on the machines. You can see it sort of changes the design a bit. They're a bit better looking. No, I can't bother to show you, but they're a bit better looking that way anyway. So yeah, I thought I'd show you this factory because it's quite a good display of how complex this all gets. I can't look at that. Hang on. Okay, so I just thought I'd take you through what was going on in this factory, basically. So these are 2 miners. They're like Mark II miners, so I think they go up to Mark 5 or something, or Mark 3. I don't really know yet. But so they produce iron ore pretty quickly, and these are Mark II belts, and they carry it quicker than the normal belts, or the Mark I belts. And then those 2 streams, I'm only using 2 of those 3 miners there. And those 2 streams both come in here and they get split into 4. I didn't actually have to do it like this. I think it's smart enough that each of these can have 3, so I could have had 2 coming off this one into there and then 1 into that splitter to go into 2, but I prefer it to be symmetrical as much as possible. Although you'll see that standard is quickly lost as soon as you go upstairs. So these smelters are all, I think they're all 100%. So this is the clock speed down here, and for the sake of efficiency you can change it. These are all 8 of these are at 100%, and so they're making 30 of these a minute. Yeah, so 30 iron ingots a minute. I then put them into each 2 into 1 just for the sake of tidiness, otherwise I'd have to have 8 conveyors going up, and send them up on 4 conveyors. Let's go up. I appreciate you can go on YouTube and see some pretty like incredible crazy designs, but I'm still getting started, I think. Well, I am. Right, so up here these are all called constructors, so they're making rods and plates. So this splits into 12 streams, and so we got our 12 constructors here. And then there's a really good calculator online. There's 14 constructors actually, because some of these constructors there are going into there to make screws. I used this really good calculator online that does the maths for you basically, because some of these are not at 100% like that. It's clearly not at 100%. It's probably at 2/3. Is it 100%? I'll be quiet. That one. Okay, look, so that's not at 100%, so I don't know how many it normally makes. 90 must be. So it normally makes 90 a minute, but for the sake of efficiency, you run it at 60, and then it takes less power than this one that takes 4. That one takes 2.1. So anyway, so this is all the iron ingots into 14 constructors being made into rods, plates and screws, and some of them, as you can see, like that one there, that's coming off a constructor there to make rods, and then being brought over to here. Oh no, other way around, sorry, it's being made by rods there and then it's been sent over there to merge with another one making rods. So 50% is going that way and 50% is going that way. And you can see that the efficiency isn't perfect because they shouldn't be backed up like that, but I don't really know how to make it better. So that's that floor. Oh, I thought these were here. Alright, yeah, your inventory gets full of junk when you destroy stuff. So if I was to destroy, say, Like if I was going to break that down, it would put all of these rods in my inventory, and it's just a hassle. So I just chuck them all in boxes. But I want them back. That'll be Brexit news. Ooh. People's Vote March. Glitching. Right, this is the top floor. These are assemblers, so these take loads of power, 15 megawatts of power. Keep in mind, one of them makes 50. So one of them can only run 3 1/3 of these. But how's that doing there? So these are our streams coming up. The rods go all the way around into the final assemblers. So you've got 4 assemblers here. All of them are making reinforced plates. Now this factory is a lot smaller than it could have been because I've got the alternative reinforced iron plate recipe. If I didn't, then I would need more of this stuff, and therefore I think I'd have to use all 3 smelters and about 10. Sorry, all 3 miners and about 10 smelters. Oh, another constructor there. Look at that. So yeah, so this is all the streams coming in here. The 4 reinforced plates, and then the final 2 are making modular frames. They are making, between them, these 2 are making 8 modular frames a minute. So all of that whole factory is creating that. 8 of them every minute. It's a whole load of work to create these, and I mean they're necessary. Like you need them actually to create assemblers, I think. Yeah. So they're necessary, but this is what I was saying earlier: is there's a bit of I think a developer misstep in the game, in that making modular frames is so much easier, and a lot of the stuff, especially the complex stuff, is so easy at the crafting table. So that's making 8 a minute. Yeah, look. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's less than 8 seconds it takes to create them manually. and that the amount of work that took is unbelievable. So yeah, I think it's a bit of an error in the game. They should make it. I think they should make it slower, probably, at the crafting table, and that creates more of an incentive. But I mean, it's fun building the factory anyway. So anyway, that's it. Cheers.